When it comes to the Sony A7 III, there are plenty of picture profiles for you to choose from when wanting to shoot log footage. Recently, I got asked the question on why I choose to shoot an Slog2 instead of Slog3 when using my Sony A7 III, which I found out to be a very valid question. So I want to take a little bit of time to show you guys some ungraded Slog2 footage and some ungraded Slog3 footage to show you what the difference is, but also dive deeper into why you should choose one over the other and what results you should expect when using these picture profiles. Let's go ahead and get started. Right now we are looking at Slog2 footage. This is what it looks like without any Rec. 709 conversion or color correction implemented onto the footage. As you may be able to tell in a little bit when compared to Slog3, Slog2 contains a little bit more contrast within the footage. It also has a little bit more shadow and retains a little bit more of the darks in the original S-Log footage. Now we are looking at S-Log3 footage. All other settings remain the same. You have a little bit more information when it comes to your dark areas and your shadows within your S-Log3 footage, which you are then able to manipulate in post. One of the benefits of shooting an S-Log3 is that you will get minimal noise in your dark areas and your shadows if you properly expose your footage. Now I will show you what your footage would look like with a regular Rec. 709 conversion, and then I will also add a color grade to show you what a final result could look like. This is what Slog2 looks like without any Rec. 709 conversion or any color correction. Now I will show you what it looks like with a regular Rec. 709 conversion. And now I will show you what it looks like with a basic color grade and how your final footage could potentially look like. This one is Slog2. This one is Slog3. This one is Slog2. This one is Slog3. So what would I suggest when it comes to Slog2 and Slog3 when using the Sony A7 III? Ultimately, what I'm going to say is it's completely up to you. Reason being is because with Slog2, you have more of those shadows already embedded within your footage, while Slog3 brings those shadows up to where they're not already dark when pulling your footage off the camera, which allows you to manipulate it a little bit more. One of the things that you should keep in mind is that if you have more information within your shadows, you're able to manipulate them in post, but also provide less noise when grading your footage, which is super important when shooting in log. That's one of the things that you want to completely avoid, and one of the things that really turns a lot of people away from shooting in log footage is when they realize that they have not exposed correctly or chosen the correct picture profile. Therefore, when they color grade their footage, they realize that a whole bunch of noise has been introduced to their final image. It all completely depends on what you're most comfortable with. If you understand how to properly expose your image in order to reduce the amount of noise that you're going to be introducing into your final footage, then by all means feel free to choose Slog3. But if you don't have that experience yet and want to have an easier time when grading your workflow, then choose Slog2 because those shadow details are going to be captured already, but in the way that you want your final footage to look like. By having darker shadows in Slog2 in comparison to Slog3, that's one less thing that you have to worry about when color correcting in post. If you guys do have any questions when it comes to Slog2, Slog3, or even any of the other picture profiles that are available in the Sony A7 III, make sure to leave them in the comments below, and I will try to provide you with the best answer possible based off of my experience with using this camera for over 6 years. Thank you guys for watching. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll go ahead and see you guys next time. Thank you.